Hey everybody, it's Lindsay Bose here in Hackett's Cove, Canada, and I'm doing my look up, and as you can see I'm looking up and I do not see trails of any kind. I see clouds, and the reason I'm doing this video actually is Marion Bose asked, what does a non-geoengineered sky look like? And I said, well, that's a good question and it's a good thing to show, so I'm gonna take pictures and a video for you next time. So these clouds are nice, puffy, they're traveling, they're changing slightly as they move. And I guess I really take it for granted, just that I observe, because I guess a lot of people don't really look up and haven't in their life looked around a lot at their surroundings. I'm trying to keep this stable so we can just watch the clouds float by. So anyways, I was grounded a lot when I was a kid to my room. And I'm not saying, oh, poor me, feel bad for me. I'm telling you this might have ended up being a really good thing, because it made me look at things a lot. And I didn't really have a lot of stuff in my room, so I would just stare and stare and stare at the things around me. And God, I stared at shit for a long time. So I didn't really have a social life either. So I would spend a lot of time just at home or outside and staring at the sky. The sky was always an interesting thing to stare at. It changes all the time, and clouds are cool, and if you look at them, you just watch them, the vapor just shift and swirl, and sometimes they completely disappear and then another little cloud starts forming kind of ahead of it. So if you observe here, none of the clouds are in a straight line from the horizon to horizon. We're seeing they have like a body. There's no white lines going across all of the sky. Everywhere, kind of just as the plane goes by, it leaves a white trail, and then as the time passes, the trail kind of just gets it looks like it spreads out, it fans out, it gets it moves to cover up a large portion of the sky in like a whitish film. as the planes keep flying by and flying by and flying by. So I'm not saying that all clouds need to be the puffy clouds, guys. I do know that there are a lot of different kinds of clouds out there. I'm talking about the ones that I can see with my eyes being painted across the skies a lot of days. So that's it. It's the difference. If the planes are just making water vapor like a contrail, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it still matters and it's still a cause for concern, because on those days the sun is being blocked out. On a day like today, the cloud goes in front of the sun's blocked for a sec, the cloud leaves, we're getting direct sunlight again. On the days where the planes are making the cloud cover, we're getting filtered sunlight, and there's a massive vitamin D deficiency going on. We're quite aware of it here in North America, especially. I don't know about your country, but they are on you. They want you to be giving your children vitamin D drops. No ifs, ands, or buts. They need to take it. You need to take it, apparently. This is what the nurses and doctors are telling us here. Well, why? Oh, because no one's getting enough sun? Proper, natural sun? Do I think it's on purpose? Oh, I've got lots of theories. And I'll let you decide on your own. I'll say one thing though, as always, follow the money. You follow that money. Think, how could I profit? How could I profit from this? Oh, the vitamin D drops company is sure profiting. Oh, that's just a little part of it though. Think about the bigger profits. My last four episodes of Look Up that I've done on Steem, I'll put them in the bottom. It is, you should know that after each of those times where there was those heavy geoengineered days, we got rainstorms after. And you can look at the Hackett's Cove, Nova Scotia, Canada weather. You could see what the weather was, and then you can compare that to my dates on my pictures of when the skies were being painted up. So just looking like there could possibly be a correlation, but I don't want to say yes or no. It's just an interesting thing to observe and note. So there you go, Marianne. There's some non-geoengineered sky for you. Kind of nice blue, not a milky, creamy blue. Really, it's a little milky though. I'll say that. It's not like a deep blue, but not every day is a deep blue day anyways. At least that's not what I remembered from childhood. Some days were very deep blue. Some days were a little bit milky. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to say about my childhood and looking up planes. Yeah, I saw some contrails. I did. I was happy. I fucking loved when a plane would be leaving a little contrail. It'd be so high up in the sky, and you could barely see it. That trail would always just disappear right after it was formed. And it would be forming and disappearing, just for like what looked to me to be like a centimeter from where I was laying. I did not see one. I wished, you guys, this is the other thing that I know this isn't normal. I used to wish and pray that those lines would just stay, just so I could look up and imagine some cool things. But that thing always would disappear so fast. And honestly, it was disappointing for me. And actually, if I was a kid and I did see geoengineering, I might have liked it. I thought it was cool, at least till I found out what it was doing to us. Because I would like to play with pictures in the sky. But I'd rather have real clouds. That's that. You guys look up out there. Steem fam. Looking down. Love y'all. Bye.